that black men had the highest rates of depression, anxiety, or PTSD than any other racial group? When I found this out, according to the National Institutes of Health, I and my friends wondered, what could we do to help bridge this gap? So then I reached out to my brothers, who are right here joining me today, to kind of talk about this conversation, because I had no idea. Did you guys know this, and what was your introduction to it?
I started a podcast along with my buddy here, Jason, called Brothers Y'all Good, to address that very issue about black mental health.
I did hear about these statistics, and that's what really led me into my Master's of Social Work program.
Mental health is something that's a really big deal to me. I've been a member of Alcoholics Anonymous for 39 years, and so I learned at an early age about how to talk about how I feel and all these things, and I realized a lot of people, my peers, people that I know, just don't have any idea to do it. So, and I've seen the devastation of it in our community a lot.
The death rate for black males are 4 times higher than black females. And I'm not, but historically, if you go back 40 years, suicide and death rate for black males were almost the lowest. And as we become more affluent and learn the greater culture and what they do, we also are beginning to die of their ills. Black youth females attempt suicide more than black males, but black males tend to use ways where they actually die of it.
A coworker at my courthouse took his life the night of our first podcast. Since then, another dear friend of ours took his life. I talked to these brothers in the green room. They have a fraternity brother that took his life.
You have your own personal experience with PTSD. Do you mind sharing a little bit?
I do. And I attempted to commit suicide. I took my weapon to the beach with a bottle of alcohol, and I was gonna take my own life. However, weapons, safety, safety is everywhere in the Marine Corps. So I had a gun lock on my sidearm, and my wife had the key, and so that was the one thing that kind of saved me at that point. I know how it feels to be at the quote-unquote end of your rope.
If you have a family member who may be in need, take the time and listen to them. Don't always be in such a hurry that you pass them up.
Oh, my.
You see little tiny clues that something is not quite right. Act on it. You may be their saving grace.
If there's one thing that I can say to anybody who is at the end of their rope, is to reach out and have a conversation. It only takes one person.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. Thank you so much for being so honest, open, and vulnerable, because I'm sure people are going to hear this and know that they too have been in that same position, and it is by you sharing that powerful story, they may reach out for that help.
Thank you.
Thank you.